Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friend. Let's share this story from the Power of Now book that I read. All right, my friend. There was a Begar on the street, okay, asking for money for a stranger. And then the stranger says, I don't have money apparently. I'm sorry for that. But can I ask you a question? Uh, told the stranger. And then the Begar says, What question you would like to ask me? I think you've been sitting on that box. Looks like that box is very old and it could be have something value on it. Have you wonder what's inside on that box? Okay, because the Begar was sitting on that old box. And then the Begar says, I don't know. I never opened this and I never tried to I just ignore it. I don't give any attention to it. And then the stranger says, why would you try not to open it? How long you been sitting on that box? And the Begar says, I've been sitting this as long as I can remember. I don't know what's inside this. And then the stranger still says that you should open the box probably. Maybe that's something only that I can offer to you because I don't have anything that I can give you. And then the Begar opened the box. When the Begar opened the box, my friend, he just found that the box that he was sitting for like 30 years, for a long time, it was full of gold. Wow. So that parable, my friend, is it applied to us. It's like we are all Begars, okay? We've been looking for something. We've been asking for something. Something that we cannot find. Something is missing. But we forgot to look what's in us already, my friend. We forgot to acknowledge. We forgot to be grateful that what we have. Just like this Begar that he was asking for money for 30 years and he just forgot that he was sitting on that gold, a box that full of gold. So it's like us, we are all Begars. We don't need to look for somewhere else. So it's just something like we need to look ourselves and realize that us is enough. Enough. We are enough to whatever we want, whatever we desire, whatever we want to accomplish. It's inside with us, not outside. Wow, that story, my friend, is like it's an eye opener that sometimes we just forgot to look what's in us, what's what we have right now, what's the potential that we have, my friend. Wow. All right, so this guy, this author of this guy, my friend, is a very I like the story that he have. Imagine this guy, one day I think that he says that he was this power of now is it's focusing on how you could watch your mind, something, the watcher of the mind. So he says that you and your mind is different. You are not your mind, because if the mind, but the problem, okay, here the problem, the majority of the human being, if you are not conscious that you are not the mind, the mind is a very powerful tool, my friend. If you use it, it's very powerful, and if you don't use it wisely, it's miserable as well, because that's the purpose of the mind. It's complicated. It's keep thinking the past and the future. So that's how mind works. The mind cannot works without time, so it's keep thinking the future. It's most likely it will not think the present. So that's how mind works. So one day he realized that he was like awakened. There was an awakening that he was like probably he was enlightened, or he was beyond his self. He was become his being, like he was watching himself, my friend, and he realized that looks like he was living in pain and sorrows. And there, if you just let your mind, if your mind guide you, you become your mind. If you want not conscious how the mind works, then you become your mind. Wow. So basically what he do, my friend, is he was sitting on the park for 2 years. He was sitting on the park and he was just nobody. He become like he become like above on his being, my friend. He become a being. He become like no one, nobody. He was just joy. He was just no more suffering. So it's, I think it's, if for us we would say that it's not normal. It could be he is crazy already. It's something like, because that's not normal human being do. But he was there sitting in the park for 2 years. He was just like not feeling, he was just like feeling joy. He don't have, he detach himself to anything. When you detach yourself to anything, materials or anything, it's just like you become your pure being, my friend. So his suggestion is, when we are conscious, when we are aware that we are able to watch our mind, so become the watcher of the mind, my friend, then that's the time that we become enlightened. We become that higher being of ourselves. Because, for example, when you are angry, my friend, when you are angry, so emotion is just a language of our body, my friend. Okay, so when we think negative and we think anger, okay, so it goes to our body. The emotion of that that body will respond, which is the emotion, and that's anger. Okay, so you are not your emotion, because if you are your emotion, you should called anger. If you are angry, you should be angry all the time, because you are your emotion. So if you are sad, you should be called sad. You not called yourself. Or miserable, you should be called miserable. So you are not your emotion. But if we are not conscious, my friend, this emotion that we have, it for example, right, sad, okay, sad, anger, happiness, joy. So they have different characteristics. Okay, so the sad, he will make sure this sad feeling, he'll make sure that he will become sad, because that's his rule. The anger, he'll make sure that he will become anger, because that's the real rule. Same with joy and happiness, that's his rule. So when you are angry, and if you are not watching your mind, that anger, my friend, will make you. Okay, it's confusing, right? That sadness, if you don't watch your mind, that sadness will drive you to become you and sadness will become one. But when you are the watcher of the mind, my friend, you let that emotion be there on your body. Okay, this is the suggestion of this author, The Power of Now. Let the emotion be there, but watch on it, and don't let that emotion become you. Okay, so this is like you, when some, if your body is angry or sad, let that be there, but don't let that anger guide you or become you. So because once you are conscious, my friend, this will you are able to control the anger, you are able to control the sadness. If you are not conscious, my friend, that's why we see people get angry, get depressed, like jump to the building or something, like do different bad things, because the anger, just because the anger really, or the sadness, that's her job. He'll make you make sad, he will make you more angry, because that's his job. But when you watch it and let that there be there, okay, angry, I'm sad, but I'm watching you, I'm looking at you. You are only an emotion, and I need to control you, I need to be conscious of you. Wow, my friend, that's the call, that enlightenment. That's our higher being, my friend. Wow, imagine this guy just spent his time in the park for 2 years, just doing nothing. He's just thinking of the now. He's thinking not of the future, he's not thinking of the past. He just present, my friend. He was just listening his heartbeat, the flow of his blood, his breathing. He was listening the bird, the sound of the train, the car. So that's the thing, that you are present, my friend. It doesn't mean that you don't care with anyone else, or you don't have any feelings. No, it's not like that. It's just like you are focused with the now and the present. Because when you are focused with the now and the present, my friend, he says that um um these sufferings needs time. Okay, sufferings cannot survive without time. So if time is when it's past or it's the future. So if you keep thinking the past or in the future, so you might feeding the suffering. But if you just thinking the now, the present, sufferings cannot survive. Wow, my friend. I would like to finish the book. I didn't finish the book yet, but it's a good eye opener for us, my friend, that we are like all begars. Okay? We look for some things outside, but it's already inside with us. I hope you well, my friend. Close your eyes, open your arms, and let your legs, and it's all yours. Peace, love, good health, abundance, all the riches in the world. Boom shakalak.